Welcome back to my video series. My name is Teresa Pastor. I've been a real estate agent for over 10 years and a broker for over 5 years. And I am here to give you the real scoop on real estate, the behind the scenes stuff that real estate agents typically won't tell you about, so that I can save you some time and some money in the process. So today we are back on our home buyer series. We're talking about hiring a realtor. So if you're looking to buy a house and you want to, choose a realtor, here's a few tips and questions that you can ask one whenever you do go to hire one. So first of all, you need to find one. Typically I say if you post anything on Facebook like, hey, does anybody know a realtor? You'll probably get about 50 or so responses about who the best realtor in town is, and there's no shortage of realtors out there, so I don't think you'll have a problem finding one. However, I do absolutely recommend interviewing a couple of them because not all agents are made the same. So here's 5 questions that you can ask a real estate agent whenever you do actually interview them. So number 1, how long have you been a realtor? Really great question, because a lot of realtors have not been in the business very long and they haven't had a lot of experience with unique situations and tough situations. And it's the more knowledgeable you are, the longer you've been in the business, the more situations that you've gotten yourself into and have had to figure out ways to get out of. And we know a lot of loopholes. So like, I've been in the business over 10 years. I've done foreclosures and short sales and just all these really weird situations that might require unusual financing. And because we have all that background knowledge, we're able to pick up on things and find loopholes or know little things that we can do to make situations work, whereas a newer agent might not. I'm not saying not to hire one, but if you do plan to hire a newer agent, I would definitely ask her if if they have a mentor or somebody that's going to be following along the process with them, or that they have somebody to fall back on in the event that something, happens in the process, because hey, it's real estate, something could happen. But I hope for the best for you and I hope for a smooth transaction. Second question, how many houses do you typically sell in a year? This is also a good question just to kind of get an idea of whether or not this is really a full-time agent that knows what they're doing, or if this is somebody that just kind of does it part-time. And it really does make a difference in the transaction when you have somebody that's fully committed and does this as a job every day. Number 3. What are your hours? Super important. If you have somebody, a realtor, that's saying they work an 8 to 5 job somewhere else and they only do this on the nights and weekends, it's really going to be tough in the middle of a transaction to get in contact with this person, and when you're trying to meet deadlines to make sure that everything happens on point. But there are some people who can do it and they hustle, and if that's the vibe you're getting, then I don't necessarily, maybe they have some backup during the day. That's okay. And then also, like for you, are you only available on nights and weekends? And maybe they're not. If they're not, well, then it's obviously not going to be a good fit. So it's just a good question to ask to see, hey, are you guys even going to be able to, work together? When will you be able to work together? So another great question. Okay. Let's see. Another question. Are you accustomed to handling unique situations? Really, the only reason why I would ask this question is to see how they would respond, to see if you feel like they are, knowledgeable enough or tough enough or, just professional enough to be able to handle sticky situations, because there can be sticky situations in real estate. Not every transaction is smooth. And last, what's your negotiation style? I really like that question. Again, just to see how they respond. Personally, I think that my negotiation style is assertive but fair. And the reason for that is that I think if you're too aggressive, then it turns off the other party in the transaction. And a lot of times you won't give a whole lot of give and take whenever that happens. So I try to be, firm but fair, try to make it work for both parties so that both parties walk away happy, and we're not sitting across the table with one person being really upset and hurt and the other person just, got away with murder or whatever. But anyway, the main reason why I want you to ask these questions to an agent is to really get a feel for their personality, for their professionalism, for, how, tough they might be in a negotiation or not, just to see if it's somebody that you feel comfortable enough with to work with on one of the biggest transactions of your life. So, is this person going to mesh with you for over a month? Because you will be communicating with them for well over a month, sometimes 2 or 3 if you're looking for a house for that long. So anyway, I hope that helps, and see you guys on the next video.